Mike Fettig joins us in the studio once again for this week's Career Coach. Okay, so now we're talking about how you can move up in the workplace and land that promotion. Last week we talked about getting the job. Now you've had the job for a while. You feel like you need a promotion. How do you go about doing that?
Yeah, I think that a confusing part is how do I tackle the promotion? What do I do first? What's the first step?
Right.
And I think communicating to whoever the boss is or whoever supervisor is first what you want to accomplish, and scheduling a time to talk through what you want to accomplish and what your goals are would be the best move to start there first.
So you go into your boss and you say, look, I've been here for a while. Here's what I want to do. How do I get there?
Exactly. Ask them what the best thing, what they recommend for you to do and what the next steps would be.
Do you talk about what you've accomplished, what you've done for the company already?
Some people would recommend that it is good to bring up some of the things that you're doing. It's obviously sometimes difficult to talk about yourself and not sound as though you're
bragging.
You want to be careful in that, but yeah, definitely.
And ask them, how do I accomplish this? You know, there might be some steps that they have to do first before they get to that point.
Sure, they may come up with depending on who you're working with or who you're working for, it might be good to come up with a specific plan, and maybe that it could include even some training, or it could even include some college education that you might have to obtain. It might be a long-term process, but it'd be good to know what those goals are and where you should start.
Well, that's interesting because, like you say, it might require a year or two of school. So give yourself some time. Should you go in then even before you're thinking about this, hey, in 2 years from now, doesn't that send a good signal that you want to stay with this company?
It seems to me that it would mean that you're motivated and that you want to show some career pathing and want to make whatever that job is a career, and show the people that you're working for that you care and that you're motivated. Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people hesitate to ask and just think, well, I'm working really hard, my boss should recognize that?
I think most people do think that way, and that's probably why it's more difficult for some people to get the promotion that they were looking for, because they didn't ask the right questions, they didn't communicate what they were looking for, and so then they just hope that that's going to happen. But it's great to get that out in the open, and maybe you won't get the right answer that you were looking for, but at least you'll have some clarity. Right,
then you'll know. I mean, that might even be a good thing if the boss is saying, well, this isn't going to happen, but you say, okay, then maybe it's time to look someplace else.
It could lead you in that direction.
Yeah. It's okay to sell yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, good. Now tell people how they can find you.
You can find our company at fettigteam.com. You can find us on Facebook at Fettig Team on Facebook as well. And you can check out the job postings and learn more about the types of jobs that we have available currently.
And of course, you'll be here every Wednesday with us.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Christian?
Thanks, Michelle. Still a little red on the radar, I would imagine.